Okay, so this will be the first video tutorial regarding for the new project bouncing ball. Okay, so I have your Maya open, and over here I have a list of what we're gonna do. Okay, um, so this is all we're gonna do for this video tutorial. This is part one. Hopefully this will be very short, and each time we cross something out, I'm just gonna, you know, make it cross strike through, right? So first on the list is make sure your workspace is reset to default. Windows workspaces reset general default. Windows workspaces, oh, reset general to factory default. Okay, that's the one you want to do first. It's grayed out because it's already been set, but you want to click that. Uh, the reason why um, is that we just want to make sure we are all on the same page. So reset general to factory default. There you go. Word for word. This is exactly what it is. Alright, so we did that. Cross it out. Okay. And then we're gonna go to Windows Workspaces Animation. Windows Workspaces Animation. Okay. So I want you to do that. Boom. And this is the workstation setup just for animation. On the top, we have our perspective, right? Always make sure your front compass is set. At the bottom is our infamous graph editor, right? And the way we move around in here is if you hold down Alt, right? Hold down Alt, and also hold down the middle mouse button. Now you can pan left to right, up and down. Right? So Alt, middle mouse button, pan left to right, up and down. There's nothing here because there's no animation going on. Right? Again, so that's Windows, Workspaces, Animation. Cross it out. Alright, lastly, this part is super important. Right? Please follow this. Alright? If you ask me in class, I'm not gonna tell you. Well, maybe I will, but still, just do this, please. So what we're gonna do is Windows settings and preferences, Windows settings and preferences, okay? So click on that, bam, here we are. This is your preferences main panel, just like in Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere. They all have their preferences folder or preferences panel, right? Hey, where'd it go? Okay, so yeah, so preferences. And you want to go to your time slider. Right, so I'm going to even put down here, go to time slider. Under categories, go to time slider. There you go. Right? So categories. time slider. Boom. Right. First things first, set your time slider preferences to 24 frame rate. So time slider preferences, right? Frame rate 24. Check, check. Now your playback start and end 1 through 240. 1 through 240. Animation start end 1 through 240. Okay. So this is your playback and your animation start end. Um, you'll come to see that they're more or less the same, right? Because you could be like this guy right here. You can squeeze it, and you could make your frame count, right, shorter. Or you could grab here again, right here, this slider, or make it longer. And the maximum is set to 240, which is down here, and your minimum is set to 1. So that is your 1, 1, 240, right? Playback. Playback is how much is going to play back. Okay. Animation start end is literally, I'm pretty sure it's literally the most like start and the most end. And we just set that. I made it simpler so that your playback and your animation is both the same. Okay. Just make it simple. Alright, everything else leave it alone because it should be default anyway. Okay. So cross that out. Cross that out. Playback speed. This is critical. Playback speed. Your playback speed is when you press play, how fast it is. By default, it's set to play every frame. That means it's gonna literally it just flies through it like wham, like 90 miles per hour, and it's just not playable. It has no use case for it. I don't know why they even put it there. They should just make it 24 frames per second times 1. Bam, we're set. Select it, cross it out. Now also update view all. What update view all means is that let's say if you have a I don't know, like a split 2 panels, it will make it so that every panel updates with the animation, right? So by default it's set to active, but just set to all, you'll be fine. And then loop playback, yeah, that's default anyway. Hit save, boom. Okay, cross it all out. So this is pretty much it for that. We covered over everything, right? So that was like 8 minutes 30 seconds, very short. Make sure to watch this video. This is required, right? You know what? I don't want to be a jerk and say, "Oh, refer back to the video if you haven't watched it," or I don't want to say I'm not telling you because you haven't watched it. Just make sure to watch the video, right? It's only 8 minutes. Okay, bye.